hello, hi, how are you? I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. So today we're going to be taking a look at my office, this beautiful room behind me. I want to preface this video with a couple of things. First of all, I am like so lucky that I have a space in my home where I can do this. We have technically it's a 3-bedroom house. And so the rooms, because the house was built a long time ago, the rooms are kind of small, but this is like such a blessing. And I want to make that very clear. When I started my YouTube channel, I had a desk in a dining room in my apartment. And it was like nothing. Like you can go watch, it was my very first video I ever posted actually, was a tour of that desk. And just watching that video and then seeing how far I've been able to come with my space and truly make it like a space that I'm so happy with and so proud of, it makes me very emotional. I would always watch Beauty Guru room tours and just be like, I want that so bad. And to know that I have achieved a space that I'm so happy with and so proud of is so great. And I also want to make it clear that you don't need an entire room in your life dedicated to makeup. The real reason that Charles and I made the decision that I should have this room was because technically YouTube is like my job. So I run all of my business out of here. I'm also a student, so I do all of my homework out of here. And also I have more clothes than him, so I needed more space for that. That's another point I want to touch on. This room is not just a makeup room. It's an office, it's a makeup room, and it's a closet. It's kind of all in one. And if you've been around for a while, you remember when it was also a spare bedroom at my old apartment. So we've come a long way. But I have a lot of different sections to this room, a lot of different spaces, and hopefully this can give you guys some ideas of things you can do with your small spaces, ways that you can maximize space in a small room, and also maybe just give you some design ideas, and also just to show you like what I've been working on and how I've been doing stuff with this room. But so yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and we're just gonna get right into it, I guess. Okay, thank you. When you first walk into the room, ignore the squeaky floorboards first of all, but the main kind of centerpiece of the room is definitely the vanity. I feel like this is what most people are always like, oh my God. One thing I would love to point out first and foremost is this amazing sign. So the sign actually does change colors. I have a little remote here and it can change to a few different things, and you can also have it like flash different colors. You can have it slowly change into different colors. A lot of people wanted to know where I got this. I have well, technically it's my sister's friend's boyfriend who actually made this for me. My sister bought it from him for a birthday gift for me. I'm gonna link his website down below because he's just kind of starting out, but he made this amazing awesome sign that's like the coolest thing ever. I love the wood around it, I love the metal, and he actually took my exact logo that I have on my YouTube banner and used a like cutter thing or something to perfectly make it so it's my exact logo. So the sign is a really new addition, but I am in love with it. It makes me so happy. I actually was, before I got it, debating getting a neon sign for right here, but I hate the intensity of neon signs. I just think they're really harsh. So this sign is absolutely everything. It's like my favorite thing ever. I'm really happy to have that here. Over here I just have a perfume set shelf, and this is some of my favorite perfume. And then exactly next to it is another perfume shelf. I just really like how this whole thing kind of looks aesthetically. Initially I had these shelves actually decorated and I had my perfumes kind of lining the top of this mirror, but I always was having the perfume bottles fall and it just became a little bit of a hazard. So I put them on these shelves, and I got the shelves at Five and Below. So they're very like cheap shelves, but they get the job done. So let's talk about the mirror. So this mirror is from Impressions Vanity. I have to say, I have a bit of a gripe with Impressions Vanity. I'm not trying to expose them, but this mirror is amazing. So I'll say that. I think the mirrors are so good. We're gonna get into the tabletop in a second, and I will tell you my opinion on that. But for the moment, the mirrors are great. I actually just got these new light bulbs. Wanted to be able to film at my vanity. The other lights I had that came with this mirror initially me had a frost to them, so I got these ones. You should not look directly at them when you're sitting here, but as far as providing really good lighting, they definitely work really well. I also aesthetically just love how they look. And you can brighten and dim these lights, which is a fun feature. On my mirror, I just have little pictures. I have pictures from like weddings that we went to, and there's a picture of my mom. And then all of my brushes and stuff is right here. So the brushes, I have a lot of brushes. And I really just try to like weed them out, but I just got these brushes. I bought these from Blinged Brushes is the brand, and I think they're beautiful. So I have a new cup to display these because I just think they're so pretty. So I have these, all of these brushes here, and just like the random cups that I store them in are from everywhere. Like this was from Marshall's, these are from Target. This mug, actually, it's chipping and I'm gonna try to fix it. I was sent this in my P.O. box from one of you guys, and I didn't want to risk like drinking out of it. I didn't know if it was dishwasher safe. I talked to the girl and she wasn't sure. She said it should be fine, but I was stressed about it, so I just used it to hold all of my little things. And I love having, there's stuff all around the room that you guys have sent, but this is something I absolutely love. And in here I just keep like my mascaras, my eyeliners, what I'm using every day. Then I have my setting sprays and my famous primer brush and my little sponge thing here. Here I have a mirror that I don't know where it's from. It's just a random mirror, but fun little thing about this mirror that I love is this little tray at the bottom, because I either put my glasses here or I put my contacts here depending on which one I'm currently wearing. So I'm wearing my contacts, so my glasses fall here. I have my Hydro Flask which isn't really always there, but, and then I have this little spinning organizer. I was actually sent this by a company a super long time ago. I don't really remember where it's from, but I know you can find organizers similar to this on Amazon or just honestly anywhere. I do love this little organizer. It holds all my skincare for the most part, lotions. I have this sunscreen I'm trying out that Hiram told me to buy. I buy everything he tells me to. I'm gonna do a really full in-depth sort of tour of this whole Vanity soon, but these are just like the little things. I have one of my favorite body butters. My little Alexa is sitting back there. And then over here I have a beautiful candle from Capri Blue, which is one of my favorite candle companies. They sent this to me and I'm in love with how it looks. I think it's so pretty. I also have a picture of me and my mom, and then I also have my little Smokey Glow PR box, and that's kind of the top of this desk. And then you're probably like, what is this vanity top? So this vanity top is from Impressions Vanity. This is new. I just bought this. Well, no, that's not true. I bought this like 4 months ago. I just got it on here. I have kind of a horror story with Impressions Vanity. Let me just tell you. I ordered a sleigh station from Impressions Vanity. This is turning into a story time, but I don't care. I ordered a sleigh station from Impressions Vanity and was so excited. I was so hyped to get a new desk. I thought this tabletop was beautiful. I like could not wait. I got it. I put the drawers together, and one of the parts, the very last step, which is putting in the drawers, one of the ball bearings was loose, I guess, and the whole thing fell apart, so I couldn't put these drawers in. So I was like, no problem, like I'll just message the company. And it took 3 months to get the replacement parts. Granted, part of it was during like the beginning of COVID, so that's why I never said anything or like did anything about it, because I was like, okay, it's during COVID, like I understand. But it got to a point where the only way they would message me back, the only way they gave me my parts, was because I threatened to do a chargeback with my bank, because it had been 3 months and I physically could not use the drawers, and because I couldn't use the drawers, I hadn't built this tabletop. It was just sitting on my front porch for months. And so finally they sent me the parts and I put it together, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do that. And then I finally put this tabletop together. Go to put the tabletop together. A part for this tabletop physically did not work. Like, I don't know if it was that they sent the wrong part. I don't know if in general it's a defective step. I tried to do it, Charles tried to do it, my dad tried to do it. None of us could make that particular step work. There was like a screw that had to go through 2 different things, and it literally just didn't work. And at this point I was irate. I was so mad because everything with this desk had just been horrible, and the customer service from them was really bad, honestly. So my dad came over and was able to finagle it to work. He like had to use a bunch of wood glue, and like he figured out a way to make it work. This tabletop did not get put together because Impressions Vanity made it to be put together. My dad had to do it and like drill holes into it and like finagle it, okay? And that's why right here you can see there's like, you can see chunks of wood glue and things like that because we had to do our best with what we had. And I don't say this because I'm like, oh, poor me. I couldn't have my desk. Like, it's not even about that. I just truly feel like a lot of people ask my opinion on Impressions Vanity because I have some of their stuff and I love the mirror. The mirror is everything. I've always loved the mirror, but the furniture I would just never recommend. Like, it's really just at this point, it's like a review. I'm not trying to bash the company. I'm sure they're perfectly fine. I would never, ever, ever recommend the furniture to anyone despite how pretty the tabletop looks. Literally would never recommend it to a single soul. So that's my little Impressions Vanity review. Once I was able to finagle the tabletop together, I love how it looks. I think it looks so pretty. I love that you can see the makeup. And one thing I love about these is that the drawers pull out all the way. And I just absolutely love that. I think it's so nice that you don't have to like reach under in the back. It's such a nice touch. For storing makeup, I feel like no drawers do that. And I'm gonna do a whole in-depth makeup collection video next week, but these are just some of my prettier things that I like to have here. I have my pretty stuff. So you're probably like, Hannah, you have this beautiful tabletop. Why do you still have the IKEA Alex drawers? And I will tell you why. Remember the drawers I just talked about, the Impressions drawers that took 3 months to get the replacement? I finally got them put together. They, for some reason, I thought that this would be solved, but for some reason, don't open far at all. They have so much space in the back that you physically can't get to by opening the drawer. You know how I just talked about how much I love that these open all the way? The drawers don't do that. And the IKEA Alex drawers don't do that either. They're not very good at that, but it was worse than the IKEA Alex drawers. So what I did was I took my old IKEA tabletop that I initially had on these drawers, just the normal tabletop, and I put it downstairs on my porch with the new drawers from Impressions Vanity. So I kind of mixed and matched the desk. Does it look great because they're kind of two different colors? No. But do I care? No. Because frankly, you can barely tell. And also for me, it's so much more about function. And this is just so much more functional to have them in this drawer. That's why these drawers are still just the normal IKEA drawers. I think what I might do is put contact paper / paint all of this at some point, but I haven't decided if I'm gonna do that yet. So these drawers, this is all my like lip stuff and foundations and powders. And then on this side, we have highlighters, blushes, bronzers, eyeshadow palette. That's what's in these drawers, but I'll do a full in-depth makeup collection soon. Under my desk, you'll notice there's a lot of crap, and that's really just because I have a lot of candles down here. There's also a trash can, obviously, but I have a lot of candles down here, and also books and stuff, and that's just stuff that needed to be stored somewhere, and I had literally nowhere else to put it. But the candles are because specifically, especially when I was doing like Glowmas, and also just when I was doing Candle of the Day, I always just had a stash of candles that I could pull from at any given time for Candle of the Day. So these have all just been chilling, and I need to burn through them. But I also have my cotton rounds. I use the Shiseido ones and contact solution in a little basket. There's some leather treatment and also some trash bags and like paper towels and stuff, and a spare mirrors back there as well. So that's what's down here. A lot of people want to know where I got this chair. This is the chair that I've typically been filming in and also is kind of my vanity chair. A lot of people have like stools or they have like other random chairs and or like puffs or whatever. I need like a big comfy chair to do my makeup in. I sit at this desk and I sit and film for hours, and I just wanted something that was going to be so comfortable, and also like I could sit crisscross in, I could like write emails. I write papers at this desk sometimes when I need to do homework and also work. So really this chair, I got it from Overstock. If I can find it, I'll link it, but with Overstock things go in and out. I really don't regret it. I think I paid like $115 for it. And honestly, it's so comfortable. It's so great. The only downside of this chair is that because of this material, it's like a nice velvety material, it is a little slippery. So if I want to sit with like my legs up, or I want to sit crisscross, or I want to sit like slanted, I slide off of it sometimes. But overall, I love this chair. It does take up a large portion of the room, so that's why I use it as both a desk, like a vanity chair, and a filming chair. But I love this chair. So just pivoting back to over here, I have a dog bed here. My dog doesn't really sleep in this, but he likes to chew in it. So, you know. So that's where I keep all my hair stuff. And then I also just have a hamper here. I really wanted my background in my videos to be a little bit more simplistic. I used to have like a whole gallery wall over here, and it was just a little too much. It was just a lot. So now I just have this picture. I got this at Urban Outfitters. I just liked how it looked. There's no real meaning behind it. And then obviously I have my play button for 100,000 subscribers. Put it in a little shadow box. Also, if nothing is like straight, it's because I had to do this by myself and I didn't have a level. So I just eyeballed it. My dad wants to come over and fix everything for me soon, but he just hasn't yet. So if things, especially once we get over to the desk corner, things are not the straightest, but I know, and I am gonna fix it. So I actually love these curtains and I never really get to talk about them, but I got them at Home Depot, weirdly enough. I think they're really pretty though. They're just pink, nice curtains. Also, one thing I will say, highly, highly regret getting any sort of light colored carpet for this room. That was the dumbest thing I've ever done. It looks so pretty, but you'll notice there's stains all over the carpet because I am the klutziest person on the planet, constantly drop makeup and then it stains the carpet. And I've tried a lot of different carpet cleaners to get the stains out. They only work so well. So getting any sort of light colored carpet was a mistake. So now we can kind of move to this section of the room. I love this section. So this first, let's start with the wall. So over here, first of all, this was actually sent to me by Julia. On YouTube, Julia Mazzucati. I never know how to pronounce her last name, but this was sent to me by Julia. Her sister actually made it for me. It's a Smokey grad. It was a graduation gift. And this was sent to me by an amazing subscriber who has an art Instagram that I'll link down below. I am gonna get this framed, but I literally just got it like recently. It is cardboard, so I just used a little command strip for it for now. And then these two are where my diplomas are gonna go. My bachelor's degree should be here very soon, so this will be filled very soon, but I also have my MSW placeholder. Even before I had these frames, I had over on this wall a little post-it note that said BSW placeholder. I'm very big on like manifestation. You know, visualizing things. The Secret is like my book. So I definitely love having things like this just as a little bit of motivation. But these are where both of my degrees will eventually go when I get them. Over here I have a little bit of a gallery wall. I actually love how this turned out. Like a lot. So up here I have these three phrases. It's God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Not particularly religious, but this is kind of an AA mantra, and so I've always loved it. The second row, I have a picture of me and my fiance in Paris. I have my letter from YouTube when I got my 100K plaque. And then I also have, there's some sheet music, and then it just says let it be. My sister got me this for Christmas years ago. And then down here, so this drawing my aunt actually drew for me, and it says around you all who love you, within you all you need, and I got this as a gift for graduation. I also have front and center, right at eye level, a picture of my pupper. This was him during his first thunderstorm, and this is my favorite picture of him. I just think he's so cute. And then I also just have a picture of me and Charles at the Eiffel Tower. And then also next to that is, if you are an OG, this has been around for a long time, but this is right when I first got my first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I was at a community college and I was stressed because I had like a math test. And so Charles wrote me a note and it says, Hannah's to-do list, be perfect, be cute, be a YouTube celeb, slay, pass her math test, be even more perfect. And I framed it at the time, and now it's just traveled with me to every place we've been. Like every house and location we've lived in, and I've always had it hanging up. I just think it's funny, honestly. It's just like, we had no idea at that time where YouTube was gonna go. We thought it was just gonna be this like cute little thing. So the fact that it turned into what it did, I just love this little note. And then right down there, probably gonna have to blur this because I think it has my last name on it, but this is the award that I received from my college for advocacy. So I have that hanging up there too. A lot of people ask me about this desk chair, because it's amazing. I understand why you ask. It's the best desk chair ever. I got it at Best Buy, and I think it's actually called the Hannah chair. I think somebody linked it to me at one point and they were like, is this it? And I was like, yes, and it was called the Hannah chair. The little pillow you see, the Smoky Glow pillow, a subscriber made for me, on the back, it has like it's hashtag glow sticks, which is the name Nisa came up with for like my fans. But I absolutely love this desk chair. It's so comfortable, and it wasn't that expensive if my memory serves me properly. I don't think it was that expensive, but this desk chair is awesome, so comfy. So then right here is kind of my whole desk. I pretty much always have a book here. Usually it's what I'm currently reading, but right now this is a book for my class that I'm taking. So that's here. And then I have a picture of me and Charles on our first, I think it was our first or second Thanksgiving together. This little sloth mug I actually got at the zoo in London. Charles really wanted to go to the Royal Zoo, so we did. And all my Sharpies and stuff are in there. I also have my little Smokey glow thing. I want to find a better place to put that, but that's just where I put it for now. And then I also have this little candle holder. This is actually the top of a candle, but I put memory cards in here just because I always am losing memory cards, like constantly. I have like 10 and I lose them all the time. I have a Starbucks cup. This is always up here. I always am refilling it with water because I always am dehydrated after I film my videos because I sit and film for like 2 hours and don't drink any water and just talk. So usually when I'm editing, I go through like 3 or 4 cups of this because I love being hydrated, but I'm bad at it. I have my favorite lotion, the sweet pineapple and honey melon. I also have a bunch of different candles. These candles kind of go in and out of which one I'm using at the moment, honestly, but I like to have options for candles. One cute little thing, this is a stress relief candle from Bath & Body Works, and it has this bracelet on it. Charles got me this bracelet. It says, "Today I will not worry." I used to wear it a lot, and then I realized it might serve a little bit of a better purpose here because this desk is where I worry the most. I have a lighter for my candles, and then I have my baby. This is my Mac. I bought this almost 2 years ago now. There's a little sloth up there. And I love this computer. This is like my child. When we moved, this rode in the front seat with me. Like, she's my baby. I love this computer. To this day, one of the most expensive things I ever bought for this YouTube channel. To this day, the most worth it. She's been with me through it all. I love this computer more than anything. I always have post-it notes here. I usually have like to-do lists posted. I don't right now, but post-it note is always here, and my handwriting's so bad, so I apologize. But it says, "What are you gonna do about it?" I was taking a class last year that was a macro level social work class, so we were learning how to throw like macro level events. And I remember distinctly my professor telling a story. I love this professor. She's like the wisest woman ever. I remember this professor telling this story of like wanting to do something, and she went to her advisor and she was like complaining about it, and she was so upset about it, and her advisor just looked at her and was like, "What are you gonna do about it?" And she was like, "That as an activist is the mantra you keep having to have in your head. It's not, you can only complain so much. You need to know what are you going to do about it." So I always have that there as like my little reminder. And this, I don't want to give away videos for the next couple weeks. So this is a Monday through Sunday, and then there's a little goal section. And this, I fill this out every Sunday, and you can see back here, I have the next 2 weeks planned. I plan 2 weeks ahead for videos. So every Sunday I plan the next week ahead, even though I have this week planned. So I have the next 2 weeks of videos right here. They're subject to change. It's not like a set in stone calendar, but this way I have at least 5 to 6 video ideas a week. And if I can get 4 of them done, that's great. If something happens and I need to adjust it, I have video ideas for the next week. So this is always where I planned that. I used to have a whiteboard, and that was definitely effective, but I like this one, but I like this one a lot too. I like this system. So right here, these drawers are just IKEA drawers. I like a lot of people watched a lot of TikTok during quarantine, and this was a huge trend, was using tape to make these like designs and then painting over them and like having this thing. All I had was a beauty blender, so I took some paint and some scotch tape and a beauty blender and went to work and came up with this. It doesn't look great, but I think it's kind of funny, and I don't hate it. It just doesn't look great, obviously, because I used like crappy paint, a beauty blender, and like nothing else. Eventually I'm probably gonna paint over this just so it doesn't look so bad, but I kind of think it's funny. And in here I just have like, I don't even know, this is my favorite drawer, the bottom drawer, because it's all my scrunchies, and I also have a lot of face masks down here, so, and some Mucinex, just because, you know. I also have in here my jewelry too. I don't have a lot. I use an egg, I use an egg. I know this is so weird. I bought this because I wanted to use it for my eggs. I thought it would be so cute in my fridge to have my eggs in like a little storage container, like an acrylic storage container. And Charles hated the idea. He thought it was really dumb. And he basically was like, no. And I was like, okay, so now I have this egg container. And I was like, maybe I'll use it to try and store like knickknack. And I realized that it held all of those pretty perfectly. And I also just have random jewelry around here. This is actually my wedding ring, fun fact. This is gonna be my wedding band. We got it when I got the engagement ring, but yeah, so just fun stuff in there. I literally feel like this entire video is just a story time, but if you're new here, I live in a home that is still being renovated. We got the house like over a year ago at this point, and we've been renovating it. We moved in last August, but there was still work to be done, particularly with the electricity, because that's the hardest part, because this house is very old and was abandoned for, I don't even know how many years. It was abandoned for a very long time, basically, and we've been fixing it up and renovating it. But the hardest part is obviously electricity. So in order for me to be able to plug in my computer, my lights, everything that makes my YouTube channel happen, in order to do that, we had to run there was no existing power up here in the top level of the house that could do that. So we have to run a cord from the basement all the way up here. So all this yellow cord that you're seeing, that's that. And we have everything important and electronic plugged into that, and that was the safest way to do it. This is actually getting fixed in the next month, I believe, where because of COVID, everything got really delayed. This was supposed to be done by now, but we obviously couldn't have anybody come in the house and do work. So this all got delayed, but this is getting fixed soon, and I'm very happy about that. But just ignore all the cords. It's my least favorite part of the room because aesthetically it does not look very cute, but it is the only thing that allows me to have a functioning YouTube channel. So I appreciate the cords. So as I said, our house is a little bit older, and the problem with this house, the main issue I had wasn't even, obviously this room is a little bit smaller. I'm so thankful for it, so I literally don't care. But the bedrooms are kind of small. The real thing that was a problem was the closets. The closets were very small, and you'll see that in a second, but this was my solution to that. Right here, I have my lights and my big camera. I'm filming on my vlog camera, but I have obviously like the big boy. That's right here. And this was my solution. So this is an IKEA PAX system, and I picked the one with a top row and then the 4 drawers. It just is what worked best for me. The drawers are yellow for a reason, I'll tell you in a minute. So this system I actually really love. I think it holds a lot of stuff. Right now this is holding all of my summer shirts. So these are all my t-shirts, tank tops, bodysuits, things like that, all my short sleeve stuff. I color coordinate everything just because that's the easiest way for me. I do want to eventually get hangers that are all these types of hangers, the like velvet ones, because I know it saves room, but also I just don't want to spend money on hangers ever. And then here, so the reason that this is all yellow, so what happened was this drawer completely broke. The one holding my jeans. This like slid off, it completely broke. I couldn't open the drawer, and I didn't know what to do. I was very stressed about it because I need this system to hold my stuff. Like, I need this, and it was also expensive, so like I didn't want to waste the money. So I ended up putting just a strip of yellow duct tape across it to kind of hold it in place, and that did work, but it looked dumb, just having one strip. So then I did a strip on all of them going across, and I was like, okay, at least they look uniform, but it still looked dumb. So then I was like, what if I cover all of them in yellow duct tape? I actually don't hate how it looks. It might look a little stupid to some people. I don't hate how it looks. I think it looks kind of cool. I'm okay with it, I've decided. So this is how it is. For right now, this is what we're doing. So this is my legging drawer, and also my kind of flowy pants. I have just a lot of black leggings. Kind of my flowy pants and my black jeans. This is all denim, Marie Kondo, who this was organized, but like it's just not now. And then I have a drawer that's completely dedicated to sweatpants, which is in here. And then we have sweatpants, shorts, and skirts all down here. So this is really all my pants. And also summer shirts, and then more summer shirts. This is a new addition, this clothing rack. I originally had just a gigantic full-length mirror here. Frankly, I don't like looking at myself that much. And I also already had mirrors, and I added this little mirror from Urban Outfitters. That's completely pointless because it's all Like the effect on it is always, but I think it's cute. I don't know. I like it for checking out my hair. So I decided I wanted some more storage. So this is all just kind of my cute summer clothes. I picked the stuff that I really just love. And I also have some dresses in here. Like this little top is so freaking cute. I'm waiting for the right moment to wear that. Are you kidding? Amazing. So I have some stuff here, and I also down here are some shoes that are like booties, and I also have a pair of heels, and I have my little doormat that says hi friends that my mom got me. This picture up here kind of goes along with the picture that's over by the Vanity, and it's from Urban as well. And then finally we're here. So first we have this amazing shoe rack, which I got off of Amazon, I think. I either got this at Amazon or Target, I can't remember, but it's supposed to hold 3 pairs of shoes to a rack. It doesn't, because my feet are huge, so it only really holds 2, and I kind of like squeeze my slides at the bottom. But these are like my sneakers and slides and sandals, and then up here I have my like Crocs. I have some boots that I like, some other sandals that I love. So I just have that stuff here. I feel as though this is so dark. This looks like a horror movie. Okay, here there's some hooks that were, I didn't change anything about this closet. This is exactly how it was. So there were some hooks right here. So I hung up all of my hats. Right now it's my obnoxious bucket hat, but there's other like baseball hats underneath. And I have a couple purses just hanging right here. I have this one, and then I also have this furry one that I love. It's fun. Then all in here and all the way back is just my winter stuff. This closet is hard because it does go so far back. You can't really see everything, which I don't like. So in the winter time, all of my winter clothes will be put out here, and all of the summer clothes will be put in there. That's kind of the best system I found that works so far. And what I actually did was I bought a shoe rack, just a wooden shoe rack, and I use it to store my purses. This closet had a lot of water damage, so that's why you see the walls peeling, and this is one part that we haven't fixed yet. Mostly because it's not a priority because it's a closet. But a lot of my purses are in here. They all kind of live in here. My more big totes live in the hoodie closet, which we can't even get into today because we'll be there all day. But this is basically where a lot of my purses live. And also, like, I have a backpack back there for traveling. And then down here, I just have, that's where my bras and underwear live, and it's just a little rollout storage thing. So as you guys can see, serves a lot of purposes, has a lot of functions, but it's mine and I love it, and I spend all my time in here, so I love this space. Look out next week for, I'm gonna do an entire in-depth makeup collection to show you guys like what's in the Vanity. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it was fun. I know it's not like a perfect Pinterest room, but it's something that I really liked, so I did it. And these are all the updates I made since Christmas time, so yeah. I love you guys so much. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, or just like, or just subscribe, or do neither. Honestly, just so happy you're here watching me. Register to vote. Merch, social media, everything on my face link down below. Social Justice Corner, go look at it. I'm tired. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!